School is officially out, and this teacher is stepping into summer break with a full heart and fresh goals. This summer is all about slowing down, making memories, bringing back old family traditions, creating new ones, cooking healthier meals, and checking off a bucket list filled with family time, a trip back home, nutritious food, and brand new healthy habits. I'm ready to reset, recharge, and walk back into the classroom in August feeling healthier, happier, and on the right foot for a brand new school year. Let the summer adventures begin. Oh, okay. Woo! Woo! Toto, let's go, Toto! We're gonna do this. Okay. I have a great tip for those nights when you need to get dinner in the oven but forget to defrost anything. Honestly, this is a skill every empty nester should learn because adult kids have a way of dropping by unexpectedly, and sometimes the grandkids come too. Instead of loading everyone up to go eat, dealing with reservations, overstimulating restaurants, or trying to agree on where to go, I like having a few freezer-friendly meal options ready at home. Normally, I keep casseroles in the freezer, but this time I didn't have any prepared, so I decided to make a roast chicken. The tricky part, the chicken was completely frozen. Thankfully, this is a skill I learned back in my single mom days, figuring out how to safely cook meat straight from frozen when there's no time to thaw. Through experience, I've learned a 2 to 4 pound whole chicken usually needs about 2 extra hours added to the cook time to fully thaw and roast properly in the oven. I season it with rosemary, thyme, and sweet basil. Normally I'd use olive oil, avocado oil, or Worcestershire sauce, but this time I accidentally grabbed one of my containers of homemade barbecue sauce instead of hot sauce. Side note, label your deli containers unless you want surprises like I had. Turns out it was a happy accident because that sweet and sour barbecue sauce basted beautifully over the chicken and made it absolutely delicious. I paired it with roasted carrots, green beans, and mashed potatoes, and my husband and son loved every bite. This is definitely going into the regular dinner rotation. It took 5 hours to roast this chicken at 300, and about 2 hours into it, I'm going to baste it, and that's all. I'm going to cover it back up and let it go. And about an hour before I'm ready to take it out, because I like it fall off the bone, and I will cut some carrots and roast it with the chicken. I could have added my green beans at that same time, but my husband and my son like the green beans extremely crispy, especially fresh green beans. Those of you who've known me in my TikTok years, I love canned green beans, especially Italian canned green beans. Please do not sleep on canned vegetables. They are usually canned, or most of are canned at peak, especially frozen vegetables. I could have easily added some frozen vegetables, but if you're going to do that, you want to add your frozen vegetables about 30 minutes before you're ready to take your chicken out.
Complaining about, well, he talking about his customer service experience. Collector packs and booster packs. There's a difference. If you're in the car pack selling whatever world, if you're selling packs.
The sound of your children and their overlapping conversations in the living room is something you didn't realize you would miss until it's gone. And boy, do I love hearing them. You can keep your fancy Dutch ovens, and I'll keep my Lodge. It's good and reliable, and the lid doubles as another baking tool. And I'm just going to open this package of green beans, rinse them out, because even though they say they're triple washed, I don't trust it. Then I'm just going to spray some olive oil into the lid of the Lodge cast iron Dutch oven, and it's going to, both of them, the green beans and the chicken, will then bake. They'll finish off cooking for the next 30 minutes. Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes. See, shows you I don't eat fresh green beans a lot because I forgot that you got to check for stems. So I'm going to salt and pepper the green beans. And I'm telling my granddaughter, no, wait, it's hot. Don't come in here. Oh my gosh. It just was a full house, and my heart was full.
Yeah, looks good. We'll take some.
You take some?
I'll be right back with that.
Okay, baby.
Hi, Lou.
You know, I have mentioned that I spent years stretching our groceries to the limit just for survival. We lived on casseroles, beans and rice, chicken and rice. And sometimes I forget how beautiful it is. We take this for granted, and not every family has this, where you can just plate up whole foods, fresh vegetables. Please don't take that for granted. And if you ever remember that there are families that do not get this, donate to your local food bank. Look at that. They don't get fresh food all the time, but they would benefit from some nice canned foods and load up on the vegetables, because that's what these struggling families need. And this dinner was absolute perfection. Look how beautiful that is. This is an adorable little egg maker, hard-boiled egg maker that Celeste gave her dad. Very convenient. Bear loves it. I have a summer reset list that is a mile long, but I'm going to take my time before I get to it, do some rest. I'm looking at some patterns because I do plan to sew some school dresses, shorten some skirts, let out some other dresses that I haven't worn in years, and I need to upcycle them. First thing I need to do for summer break is make sure that I have healthy snacks around me, snacks that I'm not going to binge on. I don't think I've ever binged on muffins. They're so heavy and a little time consuming to prep and make. So this is going to be a nice treat to have, because I like to eat my muffins heated with a little bit of plant-based butter. And that's just not something that's easy to grab and go and binge on. And so, think ahead about what kind of eater you are. I'm trying to lose weight, and I notice that at work, it's very easy not to binge. I only have certain things in my drawer. I have my probiotic nuts and dry fruit blends that I got at Sam's Club. I have oatmeal. I have hot tea. That's it. You really cannot overeat at work. And I want to lose weight this summer, not gain weight. So I have to plan ahead. Make sure that if I am hungry, I don't grab my tortilla chips. Chips are gluten-free, and they lower calories than potato chips. And I like to eat them with healthy dips like hummus, guacamole, or my homemade hot sauce. But I don't want to overeat on the chips. So I got to really discipline myself. Don't eat the whole bag, Lisette. Don't eat the whole bag. And I would also like other options than just chips and a healthy dip. So I'm making these blueberry muffins. I'm keeping half and giving the rest to my daughter. So this is what's really great about living in town with my kids. I can just make a recipe that's for a family and not, throw away what I can't handle. I'm going to just call my daughter and say, hey, I have some blueberry muffins, come get them. And I did the same thing with the pulled pork. I just love baking and cooking, and I want a taste, or I want a piece, but I don't want the whole thing. And so it's nice to have kids around that I can just call and say, hey, come pick up all this food. You want to use an electric mixer for this recipe. I did it with my hand, but when you do it by hand, you're actually overworking it. You don't realize it, but you are. With an electric mixer, it goes really fast, and you can move the mixer around and mix it in a quicker time. So I believe I overworked my muffin dough, so it didn't balloon up the way my Jiffy muffins blew up. But these were really good. And here's another thing. I store the other silicone muffin. I found it, by the way, Bear, in a stupid spot. I couldn't find it, and I was just not in the mood to look for it. So I put all this dough. The recipe says it makes a dozen, but in reality, it could have made 24. So I'm not quite sure why it thinks it could make a dozen, big fat muffins, but you're going to see they're going to spill over. And they are soft and fluffy. And Bear, I know you can tell that I was using whole wheat. Could you tell?
In what?
In the blueberry muffins.
I couldn't.
You couldn't tell the difference.
But I literally had a very small, I just broke a piece off.
Oh.
I didn't have a whole.
I could definitely tell. And it also wasn't as sweet as your Jiffy package or the Martha White, any of the store brand muffin mixes. It just was not sweet. I mean, I used raw sugar and honey. I'm even going to top it with some raw sugar. And that gave it a nice little crunch. But it just didn't get that, iconic muffin top that, you get from mixes or that you see at the grocery store. That is about as much as it rose from the bottom. And, they're fully cooked and they were moist and delicious. And I will make them again, definitely. too. This is my beautiful cup of coffee for the summer. Summer's here. So good, so good. So today was the snow day makeup. It was a makeup snow day. And I used personal leave to not go because we were allowed to do that. But I will end up having to go back because amidst all the boredom and and whatever after school chaos there could be, I forgot to clear my L desk. I have 2 desks that make an L, and I straightened it up and then thought, okay, I'm done, bye. And then I realized, no, they're gonna wax floors, so I have to go back and I'm just gonna move everything to. I have this long credenza type built in next to the portable sink. Those of you who have portables, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just gonna move everything over there because it's stationary, and you know that probably be the best thing. Other than that, I'm just coping, dealing with things. I still have some skin issues. And I'm going to the doctor to discuss that, but she's going to be a little upset with me because I haven't done my lab work. She's going to say, well, how am I supposed to know what's wrong with you if you won't go do lab work? So, I didn't want to cancel my appointment. But I mean, I have to be a grown up. I just know me. I cannot see a doctor on my work day. I either have to take the day off and commit to the doctor's appointment, but I can't be, that's just not my temperament right now. And ladies, something happens. I'm not quite sure what triggered this. But I have an abnormal amount of anxieties. And I'm not, I mean, I know who I was. When I say single mom, your brain should already know multitasker, trauma, poverty. I mean, usually that is the default. If there's a single mom out there that's not those things, then that she's the exception to the rule. So I believe that. I truly believe that because I never met another single mom except for one who was a teacher and was a single mom as a teacher. But I just, I mean, I used to do a million things at one time, and I think my body, my mind will not allow me to do that again. So I shut down, and I just, Bear will say, you want to take the morning off to go to the doctor? No, I'm good. I need to go to work. I got things to do. I don't have anything to do. When you have a portable, you have the other teacher. Y'all aren't co-teachers. You each have your own class, but there's a partnership that is very convenient. We're doing basically this identical lessons. And, she's also a part-time AP. So if there's a disciplinary issue, she can handle it. There's no reason not to get a sub. And I get stuck in my head. And another thing, I think I'm a little bit traumatized from all the needles and the blood transfusions. And there was 2 blood transfusions where they missed the mark, or I guess the needle, because they would do a vein that's on top, not underneath, right? I don't remember. I had such stubborn veins. And did I say artery, by the way? I didn't mean to say artery, but and it ballooned because the blood was piling up. That scared the hell out of me. So on top of the regular stress of blood transfusions, I had to deal with that. These are my blueberry muffins that you saw me make, and good. You notice I use the word good. Tasty, not overly sweet. So if you're looking for an overly sweet, decadent blueberry muffin, this is not it. This is really good. And I put a little plant-based butter on it. And that's cold. I mean, it's like room temp. I think my grandson and my daughter will love them. I asked her, so what can I do to help you? Because they have reversed roles, sort of, where my daughter works full time. She's the one providing for the family, and he is a stay-at-home dad. He completely raises that baby. I mean, he's not just a babysitter. This is a man that really is in tune to his boy. And I want to help them out because I don't know. I think all they know how to make is soup. I don't know. And I said, what can I do for you? And she said, keep reading the home cooked meals. It's so nice to not have to worry about it. Her husband has had a whole day with the baby, and it's like one-on-one time, and he's exhausted. He doesn't want to cook, and she comes home from work. She doesn't want to cook. And so I'm thinking, I shall make some home cooked meals for you. And that's all she's like, that does so much for us, Mom. So say no more. Say no more. I had a lovely visit with my son. All the grandkids came to say happy birthday to their papa. And, it was just a lovely weekend. Graduation was just as ridiculous and chaotic as I knew it was going to be, but I was safe as restroom attendant. Next year, I might not be able to be restroom attendant, but I'm certainly going to ask. I'm going to say, can I be restroom attendant again? They had to cancel graduation because of a ridiculous amount of lightning. Like, it would lightning strike and they'd start the clock, and then it would strike again, and they'd have to restart the clock, and then finally we're going to go ahead and let y'all go home. We'll try this again in the morning. So Bear and I are really, I really, really need a time to just not have an issue. But I have learned from elders that time has passed. That time has passed. After 40, and it doesn't matter, how athletic you are, how well you eat. And this is not an excuse to continue to be sedentary and not eating right. It's just telling you it'll be worse for you, because everybody, you are going downhill after 40. That's not, and I know that sounds so dramatic, but it is. You're not supposed to live forever, and there's going to be some issues. And you may feel good, and that's important, but your body is declining. And I'm a stubborn woman, and even I gloated when the doctor said your heart is just perfect. This is a perfect heart. And I'm like, ha 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 ha. I can still eat French fries, and I have a perfect heart. It's gonna catch up to me, and other things are catching up to me. I'm right now in a point in my life where I'm thinking I can do another 50 years, but I don't want to do them in a wheelchair. I want to be able to walk to my stove, because I would be heartbroken if I couldn't cook anymore. even though I do complain that I've been cooking since I was 6 years old. But now I get to cook for me. Now I get to make recipes for me. And if anybody wants to partake, they can, but it's for me. I don't have to stretch anything. I don't have to add unnecessary pastas and rice to make it work. I can sit down to dinner with a meatloaf and whole wheat bread and eat a meatloaf sandwich, and I know that it's got nutrients in it. It's got vegetables in it because, yeah, I have to hide vegetables for myself. I am like a child in that regard, but it's for me. You know, I can make fish for me. I don't have to fry catfish because everybody agrees with fried catfish. I love cod and coconut milk. And there's just, you know, my kids are adventurous eaters now on their own homes. They do their own things, and they love Ethiopian food and Korean food, and I love that for them. And I'm the one that was odd man out when it came to sushi, and I don't like sushi. They're not adventurous. It's just that when you have to get 7 people to agree on a meal, it is hard. And I was not going to I didn't have the resources or the patience or the time to be making 5 different meals. I'm not a Denny's, I used to say. And when they got older, for moms with multiples, you know, having some good food in the house did help me. I always had egg salad or chicken salad, or I had turkey and bread and peanut butter and jelly. And it's like, if you don't want to eat this, you know how to make yourself a sandwich. And so while we were sitting and eating our dinner back in our dining room days, we have not had a dining room in 3 years. That's weird. And even when we had a dining room, Bear and I preferred to eat on our TV trays. That's just how we are. We are the TV tray generation, you know. And my mom made home-cooked meals, but we set up TV trays, actual TV trays, you know, not the TV tray dinners. We were exposed to those, and those are yummy. In my opinion, they were yummy. But yeah, Bear and I eat in front of the TV. We live in a teeny tiny little apartment, but it's ours, and we love it. And I just don't think I can. I'm trying to look at IKEA to figure out if there is a piece of furniture, and I know there is. We're just gonna have to custom make a furniture that can store things, but with drawers. I have this little hutch buffet. It's tiny. It is actually a third of the size of the one we had at our house in Corpus Christi. And and the bottom, I have stacked jars, my ball jars, and all my canning stuff is down there. So that's perfect. That's where that's going to be. And I store my food in my pantry. So if I can anything, which I successfully canned enchilada meat, it went in there. It goes in my pantry. And I have my canner that needs to be stored. That's not where I want my potato and onion canisters. So it's a work in progress. And I'm you know, we got pots and pans on top of a refrigerator. It's not the storage level that I need my kitchen to be. So that is a goal, is to have my kitchen dining area to be a full functioning work center for me, because I love cooking for my family. I love cooking for myself. I love baking, and that's just what I want. Our kids do visit us. We do not go months without anybody visiting us. We have our daughter just lives across the way, so it's just unfeasible. And I thought I could do it. I thought I could say I'm done cooking. No, I'm not done cooking. And I love it. I love preparing meals for myself, and for frugality, I'm batch cooking. I batch cooked a pork butt. I've batch cooked some Indian food, and so I know. Yes, and I also freezer stocked bulk items that I broke down into Ziploc bags because I'm tired of buying 1 pound packages at a time. It's ridiculously expensive. So we're using that Sam's Club membership and, enjoying the benefit of bulk buying, but the batch cooking is also helping. So if I ever crave Indian food, I have everything there. My curry, my favorite curry, which is a vegetarian korma, and I even made naan bread. So the naan bread and the curry are right there. I can just grab it and cook it. We managed to get 6 bags of pork roast out of that pork butt, and I can do anything I want with it. The first meal I made with it was pulled pork sandwiches. Anyway, this summer's going to be amazing. I have a lot of menus planned. I have recipes that I want to share with you, and some good stuff, ribs, sweetbreads. Yes, I'm talking about the beef sweet ribs. I mean, yeah, sweetbreads, sorry. Does anybody like sweetbreads? It's an acquired taste. So is tripe. But in South Texas, we got tripas, and I know how to do them. And I love, whenever we had barbecues, it was, there was a time where we did a big meat barbecue, not just hamburger and hot dogs. We did like chicken and fajitas, and we'll be doing that. We'll be doing barbecue chicken, fajitas. Bear and I love fajitas, and we'll be doing chicken and pork fajitas, maybe some shrimp kebabs. So we're gonna have it. We have a lot of fun things to do. We're heading to Corpus Christi, so please stick around. And I'm just a grandma. I don't really do grandma core because I am grandma core. I am the Gen X grandma now, and so we're gonna head down to Padre Island and enjoy the beaches and the Mexican food. We have a trip to San Antonio planned, and I just want y'all to stick around. And I have a special sussy. That's a word that my mom used to use, sussy, for surprise. I think some of y'all use that too. I have a sussy coming up, and I will be filming my crafting. Ever since Christmas, I have not done any crafting. That's not true. I just haven't filmed it. But I have been sewing. I'm into slow stitching, and I'm going to show you my my project that I'm working on, but after I gift it to my daughter. So when we go to Corpus Christi, she's going to get her gift, and I don't want her to see it. But it's almost done. There were some details, and then of course I fell down and hurt my wrist, but now my sewing wrist is back in order, so I will be able to finish the details and give that to her when we go to Corpus Christi. I'm excited. So please subscribe and click that notification bell so that you know when I post a video. And I love my TikTok fans who have found me. I kind of wanted them to follow me, but I guess that's not going to happen because that was 220 followers or something. And I was like, follow me on TikTok. And, I guess they didn't, and that's fine because this is where I feel happy and comfortable. I just can't deal with the ads. I can't. I love sponsored videos. That's how it works in YouTube, but I follow people who are using real products that mean something. An iridescent eyeshadow does nothing for me. Another pair of halala pants do nothing for me. And it was just trendy. It was trending. I like watching a YouTuber, and I just watched a YouTuber who did help me with Resemi. It's an app. I'm not, this is not a sponsored video, but that was what was paying for her video. She says, and she's very not in your face, and She said, by the way, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, and it's Resimi, and she showed us how to use it and moved on with her cooking. That's the vibe I want. You know, I don't want in your face, you know, QVC with hip music. So, and I got it. I downloaded Resimi. It is amazing. Because I am sick and tired of Pinterest. In fact, if your recipe rejects a recipe, it means it has ridiculously too many ads, pop-ups. I don't even understand people who have websites with that many pop-ups. Like, you are doing no one any favors. You know, you're doing all that work and all that energy, and you probably don't have any traffic because we have to fight through the pop-ups. Ridiculous, like one right after the other. Like as soon as I X out two, another one comes up. It's so aggressive, and I hate it. I do. It's vile to me. And with Resimi, I can just share it, click the recipe button, because you're going to share it to Resimi, and it's going to transcribe everything, and 2 times it couldn't do it, so I was curious what was going on. When I went into the website, it was horrendous. It was horrible. It was there's this, what is it? There's this British TV show called IT Crowd, and it's IT, and so the guy is looking at the woman's computer. It's just, what is all this? She said, no, I have it just the way I want it. He goes, you have viruses. These are all viruses. Why do you have this? And she said, no, they're not viruses. Just be quiet. Leave, just fix my computer because it's not running the way I want it to. He said that if this computer, if this computer was a person, I would shoot it in the face. And I love that line. And I probably messed it up, but I don't care. I love IT Crowd. It's hilarious. But, yeah, we have so many things planned, and I want you. I'm comfortable. I'm healthy. I am now on a weight loss journey. I really am. I will be making my smoothie so that I can be drinking my smoothie, and that really helps me not snack. If I don't have my smoothie and my oatmeal, I will snack all morning. But at work, you can't be snacking all morning. So I notice on the weekend, I overeat because I won't prep oatmeal and a smoothie for the weekend, because I think, well, I'm not at work, I don't need those things, I could just cook when I'm hungry. Girl, not when you have an overeating problem. So I'm gonna have my muffin, and then and this is kind of like it taking place. It's pretty nutrient dense, so I'm gonna have my blueberry muffin, and then I'm going to go and make my smoothie and start my day. And I hope you have a wonderful week. My goal is to post twice a week. If it's too ambitious, we'll see. I don't think it's ambitious for the summer. So we're looking at Monday and Friday. What I did in the weekend, that's what this video is. And then the next one, what I ate, what I ate and did this week on my summer break. So I hope you enjoyed the summer series that's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if some of you love watching messy rooms and then watch a transformation to get immaculate clean, then you're going to love the next video. Because, yeah, you're going to love the next video. So welcome to my channel. My name is Lisette, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm known as Frugal Mamas on TikTok, but I'm just a mom. I'm a teacher, and I'm a grandma, and I'm a happily married empty nester, and I am enjoying life. I'm really happy. I love my life, and I love where I am, and I just want to do better for my health. Bear has lost over 250 pounds. I'm not a fan of the shot because I know me. I know my personality, So I have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to have to walk. I'm going to have to cut portions. I'm going to have to count calories. Where am I? What am I doing that's causing this issue? Because if I don't see it, I don't think there's a problem. But so yeah, I'm going to be counting this calorie here. I'll be counting this whole wheat blueberry. No, I don't know an app that will be perfect. I'm still looking. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if there was an app where kind of like Recipe, and I do have a fitness app that I'm not too happy with. I'm using the free part of it where they could just combine, like, oh, this is a recipe you used, and then combine it and calorie count it for me. Because I'm not quite sure Recipe, I don't think Recipe does the calorie counts. But anyway, I'm going to finish my blueberry muffin, and I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a great day. Mwah.